Hello everyone, welcome back to HTC Museum YouTube. My name's Andrew. This is about my third trying this. Let's hopefully get it this time. So this is a very special unboxing. This is my first unboxing on this channel. As I'm sure you know, Garland has done the other two ones. But this one's my time to shine, and believe me, it's going to be a fun one. So this particular package came from the Netherlands, originated in Germany. So it's actually a phone with a dock I bought off eBay, and you know what, whatever. I'll tell you as we go. So the seller of these units actually refused to ship directly to the US, so I had them sent to the Netherlands, which took a bit of time, and then I had them ship, I had him ship kindly. He did so graciously ship them from the Netherlands to me, which took it all in all about a month's time. So a little over that actually. So I've been waiting a minute for these, and I'm really excited to get into this and show you guys what I got. So as far as I know, this was never sold in the US. This is, we'll get to that in a second. This is, if you can't guess what that is, this is the speaker dock for the HTC One X. Like I said, I don't think this was sold in the US, so I had to get this to go with the One X. Brand new, never used. Get to that in a second. Anyways, let's get to the fun stuff. First, this is the HTC One X. As far as I'm aware, this is the last brand new One X on planet Earth, and it's right here, htcmuseum.com. We're bringing it to you live. So we're going to unbox this in a second. Let me just get the stuff out of the way, and we'll keep going. Alright, so while we do this, let's just reposition these guys. Get the 1S in the middle. It's younger brother, not really younger, just the not quite flagship version of it. So there's that. So let's start with the 1X, shall we? Actually, yeah, let's just do it. So this is actually kind of tricky to get off, or it was the first time I tried this. I had to get it right so I wouldn't tear it, because, I don't really want to tear something like this. So I actually have to pull it off very gently. The North American units of the 1X did not come in this really cool, like, I don't know what you call it. It's like a pill-shaped almost. There it is. I mean, it's so cool to see. Like I said, we never got this cool packaging. Brand new. So let's move this off to the side. Here we have our SIM card ejector. We have our safety and regulatory guide. It's very safe if you don't cut yourself with it. Your license agreement. And normally people just throw this stuff off to the side, but obviously this is a very special event, so I'm not going to do that. Let's keep going. So here we have our, I believe this was a German unit, T-Mobile branded as far as we know. Not brand necessarily, but the firmware on it is. So there's your wall plug. There's your headphones. And there's your USB cable. Now again, traditionally you would see with unboxings, they would just sort of yeet it off to the side. But because this thing is obviously not exactly a easy thing to come by, we're not going to treat it with that kind of thing. So we're just going to do a reboxing. Let's just not put it all back at once. That would be a little much. So we will pull this again. And you see the HTC logo. I'm actually going to save this because we got something else to crack into, and that is the speaker dock. So let me just grab the world's smallest screwdriver, and I believe it will just cut gently. Not that they were brazen enough to put anything valuable right next to the side of it. Anyways, that'll come right out. And let's see how this is packaged. I actually have no idea. I've never watched an unboxing for this. Wow, that's pretty front and center. So I'm assuming these are, it's like a holder tray. Okay. I don't actually know what that's for, because that's the, you know what it is? It's probably replacement, it's probably a replacement top for this. It's actually kind of cool. This is really nice. I mean, it feels well built. You can see it's well built. There's your USB, your micro USB. That's sort of in a non-traditional style. I believe it's actually the same style they did with the Amaze. Whoops, just bumped this. Yeah, so it's actually the same style micro USB plug. I don't know why they did that. I don't know if it was better or they just wanted to trick people into thinking they had a proprietary plug. Whatever the case is, let's keep going. So here we have our power adapter, and that's not really buried in there. That's actually easy enough to get out. Hopefully we can get it out gently. So we got our power adapter, which of course this is going to be, again, same as the One X itself, gonna be not American standard, of course, because this was never sold in America. Oh, I could have just opened these flaps, couldn't I have? Yeah, well, anyways, there's that. Let's just put this off to the side, and I will get to that in a minute. Let's just set this here, and this is what you really wanted to see, right? The One X. I don't think this is gonna have a charge, but I will attempt to turn it on anyways. And I just flapped up the flap. Flipped up. Yep. Yeah, there we go. It came to life. I'm trying so hard not to peel that off. I just wanna use the thing, but I'm not going to. Yep, there's our T-Mobile boot screen. So I know what you're thinking at this point. Are you sure this isn't a US version? I'm positive. It didn't come from the US. So HTC One, it's a little bit of Inception we got going on. I don't know if this phone has a setup. I don't even know how much this thing's actually ever been used. I mean, obviously the film's never been taken off. So you can see this is actually not in English at all. So there actually is no setup. Aha. So let's clear that. And maybe we could just change the language over real quick. I'm trying to do this without looking at the phone itself, which I'm not very accustomed to yet. Let's see. Accounts. I don't think it would be in there. Maybe in here. Yeah, here we go. So we're gonna put it back to English. So not that I don't understand Dutch, which I do a little bit, but make it a little easier to read. Everything. So here we go. Obviously the location's still a little off, but whatever. We'll fix that in a second. So here we go. Settings. About. Software information. It's running 4.0.4, 4.1 cents. And actually, let's just pull up the, let's put this back in here. Let's just pull up the 1S. This is actually on an earlier firmware, I believe. Okay, there we go. So this I actually got yesterday. The seller said it has no Wi-Fi, and the Bluetooth also doesn't work. So it's not crazy useful just yet. I am working on trying to restore it though, but that's yet to come. Yeah, see? There's your T-Mobile US bootloader boot screen. Anyways, you know what? I got a lot of stuff on my table. But yeah, so I just want to pull up real quick, see what firmware this is on by comparison. They're both running Sense 4, I know that much. So let's go settings. You can see it's rooted. I've done a little with this developer options, and that's not what I want. Oh, I did press. Okay. Software information. Okay, so this is actually running a slightly higher version of Android. and also has less battery, which is funny because this was sitting in customs for weeks, and this wasn't. So, anyways, that's that. And you know what? Let's see if we have any local music I can sort of try out the speaker with while we're here. Okay, so let's set this down carefully, like very carefully. I think we might be able to get by with using, because I obviously can't use the European plug on this. We're gonna have to okay. Watch as I fail to figure out how to get this through. You know what? The plug may just be too narrow. You know, it's better off. Let's not use a non-HTC plug. So let's just try this on. This is the HTC M8, M9 cord. Yep, that fits right in. Alright, sorry about that little off-camera bit. So that fits in nicely. I will plug this in. And I'm gonna maybe cut this out. Maybe I won't. That's kind of a one-shot deal, too, I guess. So here the real question is, could that even reach the plug? Well, I guess I don't have the greatest solution to try this out. Now, do I? You know what? I got an idea. I'll be back in a second. Oh. Okay. That actually reached just fine. Hopefully I didn't bump the tripod too much. I didn't make a huge mess out of my table either. Let's just see. I don't even know if that'll turn on with the wattage that we gave it. It may be too little, but it may not be. So let's actually see if we can sort of go ahead and pull up a YouTube video or something here, if there's any local sort of, no, not that. See if there's any sort of local music stored on this. Let's see what this sounds like. Alright, so that'll give us a good enough representation. I see, I didn't want to do that. Let's just see. If we just plop it right down, does it keep playing? It may not. It's either not enough wattage, or I have to turn something on that I don't know about. Let's just be... Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely... There we go. Sorry, just bumped the flap. Oh, yeah, it's definitely not, it's not having a very good time. So let's just unplug this and not damage the speaker while we're here. Unfortunately, I have to just buy a unit converter, a plug converter, but no matter. So, a little thing, you just saw the bit where I failed to get the speaker dock working with the One X. I noticed something while I was reading it after I finished filming this, which is, please charge the HTC One X dock with the AC charger included in the box. Now, I don't know that matters too much these days, but for one thing, it's not the right country adapter. And number two, I don't know if it's actually meant to run off the wall plug. As in, like, I don't know, I don't know how they designed it. I don't know if it's strictly a battery-based solution. Would be kind of weird for something that might take up a good bit of power, but I digress. You actually need to charge this. So I will charge it, and maybe we'll put a little sound test in the video itself, or I'll put a separate video when I do a little bit more of a tour, and I'll do a little HTC One S versus One X unboxing, not unboxing, comparison. You know what I meant. So anyways, that's that's that. So, cheers.